Welcome back to the ESEA Season 11 LAN Finals here in Dallas, Texas. We're actually going live here. We're going to jump right over to in-game. We're now on Contra with Team Dynamic versus Torqued in this best of three. Team Dynamic just surprisingly lost pretty badly there to Torqued. And we're really going to hope to see some sort of momentum change here. Hopefully they were able to break their jitters or, just really get more comfortable here on LAN with their setups and playing one of their strongest opponents here on the LAN completely. It looks like Torqued's going to be taking the bomb here towards the A bomb site. Coming out to upper already really quickly. Two defenders for Dynamic there, as they will both fall back and try to put forth the retake later in the round once their B members come all the way around. AZK only with 2 health. Bunch of dinks coming out from Steel. Steel being just super aggressive, pushing down here into the sand area. Now just running around the pillars. Adrian able to chase him down, getting 2 frags. Right now it's now a 2 versus 3 situation in favor of Team Dynamic. Dazed really low with 3 health and that USP. Now in the 1 versus 2 situation, again, only 3 health. The bomb is planted, going to be trying to cover that defuse, but Adrian's going to get a more established position up here, really tall, trying to cover his teammate. And Daze just unfortunately unable to come out of the upper site, looking down towards the bomb to really cover it.
Yeah, and unfortunately he just had no HP there, really bad position, having to look down, and great cover over there by the CT side.
Yeah, the CT doing the covering did a great job of trying to establish as high of a position as possible to really be the first challenger there from Daze. So already Team Dynamic trying to come back into this best of 3 series, bringing out the pistol, exactly what we said during our downtime. That's really the round they wanted, and they definitely needed it. A couple of MP5s and FAMASas. Monty working up all the way in the site. Monty's Glock's just been on fire so far early on today here, as it's now a 3 versus 2, and both members of Torqued have guns. Monty, though, is really low, only 9 health. As TCK is just kind of waiting around right now. The bomb is down. And everyone's going really slow. Everyone just kind of wants to figure out where the guns are, because no one has pistols. So right now, TCK actually just went down. Monty's left alone with the MP5, and he will go down as well. So Team Dynamic coming out strong, exactly what they needed to be doing. Definitely securing the pistol round is what they wanted. And I think we should see a much stronger match from them here on Contra. I think that now, after that break and that little huddle Ron and I had seen after their loss there on Inferno to Torqued, really helped them to pull their thoughts together and really collectively talk about what they wanted to do on Contra here. And again, what they do is they have more of a communal strategy calling employment, if we have our information correct. So a full gun round here for both teams. Interesting to see all these AKs here from Torqued. Torqued has 4 AKs and a Galil, so that's a lot of money that they're spending right off the bat. If they're unable to win this round, their money will be hurt for future rounds. Again, you can always try to do one of your Deagle save rounds, but they weren't interested in these Deagle save rounds this early on. I think that they still have a little bit of confidence, a little bit momentum. There wasn't too much downtime between Inferno and Contra here, so what they're doing is really just trying to work with what momentum they have and put it forth right now when they can try to stop Dynamic in their tracks. And they were able to do just that. They would actually win this round with only losing 2 of their guns. So Torqued, this force buy would prove to be super successful for them. They kept 3 guns. They force bought the AKs and that 1 Galil, and they would come up to make the score 2-1. In favor of Dynamic. So now this round is actually a save round from Dynamic. Dynamic only has a Deagle and a couple of flashes. The rest are going to be USPs. Actually, there's 2 Deagles. And what they're trying to do right now is just trying to get a couple of guns down, really. Sorry for that little technical delay. We're now back over to in-game. You can see all the action that I am detailing. And Ron, we just saw Dynamic won pistol, won the next round, and then lost against a force buy against Torqued. So that was really interesting. So now Team Dynamic's on the save, and it looks like Torqued's going to come right back after losing the first 2 rounds and make it a quick 2-2.
Yeah, and on that third round, since Torque was able to plant the bomb first round, they elected to save fully second and then buy fully third round, and paid off huge there, and then forced Team Dynamic there on a save. So now Dynamic, they should be able to fully buy here. We do see some promises, so they're kind of, you know, a half buy here. And they need to step it up right now. They can't let Torque run away. We've seen what happens when Torque gets that momentum built up. They can really string some rounds together. So Team Dynamic here in a really dangerous position.
Yeah, totally. Torque can really work with what momentum they provide themselves with. They really earned the momentum. They were able to capitalize on Team Dynamic's guns and really try to get some money in for themselves. Dynamic now back on the gun round. Steel's creeping up really close to Anger here with the Galil. I don't know if Anger's ready for that. He was not. Anger had a couple of flashes. That's the second time we've seen Steel creeping up on Anger. Last time was back on Inferno, as it's a quick 3 versus 1 in favor of Torque. And Pex has been having a really difficult day thus far, as we can see. Can we switch over to the ADR real quick and see how everyone's doing? Yeah, Pex really low ADR, going to be a score of 0-4 right now, unfortunately. Adrian and Anger going to be able to put up some numbers, though. And Dazed and Steel going to be really shining through here. Monty not so much doing his 130 ADR as he had started off last match on Inferno, but still a pretty close match here for Dynamic versus Torque. In the second map, in the best of 3, if you're now just joining us, you are watching the Season 11 ESEA LAN playoffs here live in Dallas, Texas. You are on the blue stream watching Counter-Strike Source. If you want to switch over to 1.6, check out the green stream. And if you're interested in TF2, check out the orange stream. All 3 games are going to be running throughout the day today. And we've got the finals here for Source and 1.6. I believe TF2 also tomorrow, Sunday, early on. So just a couple of Deagles and Pistols here from Team Dynamic. Going to be trying to pull off one of their famous Deagle save rounds here against Torque, who is set up here, spreading out from CT spawn. Looks like they're going to wrap around behind B. Adrian, we've seen him in top plays before from up top here. Going to capitalize on this first frag onto TCK. And he'd actually get a second member. He'd actually also get Steel before finally going down by the hands of Monty. So it's now actually a 4 versus 2 situation in favor of TD. Again, if you missed it, last match was on Inferno. Team Dynamic actually lost to Torque 16-4. So it was really interesting to see from them. But again, if you're joining us now, what we kind of attributed that loss to was this was Dynamic's first game of the day, actually for the whole playoffs together. And Torque had actually played yesterday and come out successfully. So they are a little bit cold, but they did just win that huge save round, stopping Torque's momentum completely. And Torque's really going to come out strong here, hopefully with a full gun round as we see 2 ops. Daze trying to look in for the push at B. As Dynamic's getting pretty aggressive here in middle, Daze going to be coming around back from B. Able to take out AZK, making a quick 5v4. Great positioning in here from this CT. Unfortunately, he'll be getting flashed, and Steel will be commanding his teammates to be rushing through that position completely. The quick 4 versus 2 in favor of Torque. TCK, 9 health in the B bomb site. Going to be able to get the bomb down here. Pex and Adrian left alone for Team Dynamic. Adrian with the off in hand. Really difficult to win these clutch rounds with the off, but wow, what a fantastic shot onto Frost, not before being traded by Steel. Pex coming up from the lower sewers in the 1 versus 2. TCK only has 9 health, and the other opponent with all the health only has an off, but unfortunately Daze will be prepared and set up with that angle. Daze did a great job that round, really securing a couple of strong angles there in middle and at the B bomb site respectively with that off.
Yeah, and Torque here, they're looking really strong. They're switching up their strats, are really keeping Team Dynamic on their toes. They're not really doing anything to give away what they're doing, so they're being really unpredictable. And they're doing a good job switching up their strats.
Yep.
Team Dynamic here on another save. They need to you know, I liked what they did last round. They got aggressive, but once those smokes died down, you got to expect those long-range fights to not favor you, especially when you know Torque is going to have some ops in their hands. So they overextended a little too much there, and they got picked off, allowing that middle area to be exposed.
Yep, as TCK now finds himself in middle, trying to hold a couple of angles. Going to be facing Team Dynamics Deagles. I'm not really sure if Torque is 100% certain of this Deagle save here. They are going really passively. It could be for two reasons. One, because they know it's a Deagle save and they don't want to lose any guns, or because they feel that they might be afraid of, you know, challenging a full gun round, and they don't want to be losing players earlier on in that regard either. But it does look like Torque is ready to make a bit of a move here over towards A. Volcano getting that Deagle frag. He's been able to do that all day so far, getting that early Deagle, getting a gun down, and then running away. As Monty will go down. Only 30 seconds left in this round. TCK is going to really have to make some fast movements here with his team to try to take a bomb site. It looks like he's eyeballing, flanking around B. Hopefully his teammates coming up from the front areas that can be taken. TCK in the bomb site with the bomb. Flashing the sewer entrance as a teammate goes and takes that. They are able to get the bomb down uncontested as Anger's finally coming back around, able to get one, not before being taken out by Steel. Dazed by the sewer entrance, going to be able to take down Volcano. And it's now a 3 versus 2 in favor of Dynamic. They definitely have what it takes to win this round. They have 2 guns in hand, and the third has a Deagle. And Pex is able to take out Frost. Dazed is left alone here with the op towards the sewer. He zoomed in. Oh, and he misses his shot on the Adrian. Wow, that was such a big Deagle frag from him. So a huge Deagle save round from Dynamic, as they will be able to get the defuse here. And the score will now be 4-4. All tied up here. It's really nice to see Dynamic finally coming strong and not giving Torque too much room to work with. Torque really seemed to have a couple of rounds back on Inferno that they were able to win in succession with each other and really pick up a lot of momentum. And I think they were feeding off of that momentum, but now Dynamics really shutting them down after they win a round or two and not letting them take it too far.
Yeah, great round to win. That's exactly what you want to do to switch the momentum, is win a save round. And now Torque is on the save. So Team Dynamic here, they've got an opportunity to get back into this match and try to build a little cushion for them.
A couple of flashes coming out here from upper in the A bomb site. Still going to be throwing out some flashes as well. Dazed coming out strong with that Deagle, and here comes another big Deagle save round, this time for Torque, as they're able to establish position in the bomb site and get the bomb down. Pex finally coming up from the sewers. He's able to get Steel and a great little flick turnaround onto Monty, getting a little flustered there with the nades, trying to throw everything he's got before challenging Frost. Frost will finally take him down, even though he only had 20 health, and it's now the 1 versus 3. 1 versus 1 really quickly. Dazed only with 20 health and a Deagle. AZK coming out of the upper part of the bomb site, looking for Dazed, but he doesn't know that Dazed is up way above him. Trying to flip around now. Still not sure where he is. Dazed is able to spot him without taking any damage. He heard the defuse sound, going to be peeking to make sure it wasn't a fake. It was. Dazed going to be re-peeking in the 1 versus 1, making sure AZK doesn't win that 1 versus 3. And another huge Deagle save round, this time coming from Torque. And looking over at the ADR here, Dazed, who just won that 1 versus 1, 120 ADR. Fantastic from him. Him and Steel have really been doing the most damage so far in the first 9 rounds, moving into the 10th. And it looks like there's a pretty even spread over on Team Dynamics side, damage-wise.
Since Team Dynamic won that previous eco round, they will be able to buy this round. So this is the moment in the match where it's kind of like halftime, where there's 6 rounds left. It can go either way. If Team Torque can win this round, they're going to force Team Dynamic on a double save. So it's an absolutely must-win round situation for Team Dynamic.
Absolutely, the full gun round here for both teams. Steel getting taken down a little early into the round, as that op is going to be peeking from the B side of Contra over towards the middle. Volcano getting a boost over, and the B bomb side actually going to miss. That was a little sloppy.
It's unfortunate because Torque is hitting this bomb site. Anytime you can get that vertical advantage of your opponents, you'll take it. So
yeah, that could have been absolutely huge. And Torque doing exactly what they did last time they took the B bomb site, creeping up by crouching just as much as possible, getting really close. Monty looking for Volcano. I guess falling down from that stack early on would prove to be actually helpful, as Frost is now in a 1 versus 5 in a possible round here with that off. Not even worth saving it. And Team Dynamic actually didn't lose any health that round. As we're heading over to the money here. Torqued pretty much hurting. A real even game right now at 5-5. Team Dynamic definitely has a bit more of a foundation in the money department. As we will see just a couple of deagles and smokes and flashes coming out from Torqued. TCK trying to work up through that smoke. That smoke is great cover from an opper in the middle, as they're able to get to at least the entrance of B uncontested. TCK coming out strong against Volcano before being taken down by Anger. They are able to get the bomb down without really much of a challenge here. Just being soloed by Volcano. Torqued will be pushing up into the sewer. Pex was already there, is able to flip around and get a quick little double kill. As this round will go to Team Dynamic. What's fortunate for, Torqued is they were at least able to get the bomb down.
Yeah, that's all they wanted to accomplish. Some of them had a couple Glocks, maybe a deagle or two, and some smoke. So overall, a successful round. Just setting themselves up now for a full gun round here. And Team Dynamic, they've actually taken the lead now, first time in the series. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the second map of this best of 3 series here. Team Dynamic, the defending champions, on the brink of getting sent to the lower bracket here by Team Torqued. So right now, it does look like we have a save here by Torqued. You got deagles here. They didn't. They were probably on that borderline of full buying. I'm sorry, of just a half and a full buy. So, they're not going to go into it half-assed here. They're just going to save fully for the next round.
As they bust out with their deagles into the upper A bomb site, Steel getting a kill, able to pick up an op. He doesn't have any more ammo left in that deagle. He's going to have to reload. He's left in a 1 versus 4 situation, bomb in hand. He does have that op, trying to look out above him, but surely he will be crunched. They're stuck in the bomb site. We've seen that kind of default plan be a real choke point for the bomb site over there. Really difficult to try to manage the sweep crunches around on the ground level, on your level, and then trying to look up above you and trying to handle the upper bomb site as well. So again, this is the second map of this best of 3, as Ron said. Torqued did beat Dynamic on Inferno with a pretty big gap. We were surprised to see Dynamic going down, and again, if they do go to the lower bracket this early on, it's going to be really risky for them, and this definitely isn't the position they want to be in so early here in the Season 11 ESEA LAN playoffs here in Dallas, Texas. They do have the lead so far right now with a score of 7-5. A couple of distraction nades coming out from Frost as Dazed finally gets that pick in the middle, and it looks like Torqued will be making their way into the B bomb site here. Volcano getting an excellent double kill here with the headshots. 3 versus 3 here. Really, no team is in favor to win this round right now. A 2 versus 2, very balanced. The bomb has been planted, so now the CTs have a little bit more on their plates. Hex trying to come in here against this op, finally able to take down Dazed. Frost is left alone with his op as well, and AZK is just trained on his position. Absolutely aware of that possibility from Frost. I'm not sure if he had maybe some team comms to look that way, but excellent awareness from AZK as they now move into round 14. And Dynamic was able to win the last 4 rounds with two rounds being won by Defuse.
It's good to see Team Dynamic, all 5 players. It does look like they finally have warmed up. They are in double-figure scores here, so maybe now we're going to have some, the kind of play that we expect from Team Dynamic.
Yep, Torqued trying to rock their deagles yet again here on Contra. Monty's able to connect onto Anger. Health's already a little bit low here for Torqued, so their odds are little against their favor, as Adrian been trying to do something in the middle against these deagles with the op. was unable to really connect. Missing a bunch of shots here, but Peck's not too worried about it. Doing a good job with this Colt. And the two last remaining members of Torque are trying to do something here with their Deagles. Peck's still coming up strong here in the A-bomb site. Doesn't know where Dazed is. Pretty sure he was close. Yeah, he's right below him. Dazed able to at least pick up that gun. 30 seconds on the clock. 36 HP. Bomb is down. AZK will finally take him out to end the round. And the score is now 9-5 in favor of Dynamic.
Team Torque, they're going to look to pick up this next round. I feel like, again, I just want to reiterate, Team Dynamic, it looked like they were playing so stale. Definitely not playing to the potential we expect them to see out of a 6-time ESEA champion. And now Team Dynamic, they're starting to get things together here and applying some pressure on Team Torque.
Absolutely. As Volcano will be playing a little bit more of an aggressive position there in the B-bomb site. Monty clearing close with his flashes towards upper A, which they've been pretty successful with trying to split that. They're doing exactly what we've seen them do a bunch of times. They actually have 4 members working this middle angle here with the AWP. Trying to clear out B a little bit. TCK going to be able to take out Anger, who got that initial pick onto Steel. Dazed with an excellent shot on an aggressive Volcano. We've seen Volcano playing a little bit more passively as of late. Pex being able to... Ooh, Peck's going down at the hands of Monty, being challenged there in middle. It is a 3 versus 2 in favor of Torque now. The bomb's going to be able to go down. AZK getting a frag of his own before getting that AK and trying to flash down towards Sewers. Getting ready to do this retake here with Adrian. No reason to save. They have to go for this round full force. Adrian with the AWP. AZK able to make it a 2 versus 2. Now a 2 versus 1, able to clear out the site with that wall shot. They don't know that TCK is in the sewers. He does hear the defuse. He knows that there's 2 members left alive, and he's going to have to try to peek that. But AZK, what a huge round from him. 4 frags, able to really come up clutch, and I think that's the team dynamic we're really used to.
Yeah, finally these players are trying to warm up, and when they do, they're capable of getting all these multi-kills there. AZK with a fantastic retake. They were just so out of position. And he was able to just take some pre-shot fires. He was just guessing where the other teammates were, anticipating those spots, turning those corners and just pre-firing. And fortunately for him, they were there, and his teammates did enough damage so he could finish them off.
Yep, excellent from him. That's definitely a testament to their experience. That's just one player's individual experience. So I mean, there's 4 more of those guys, and they're all together. So they're definitely a dangerous team here at the LAN finals. And again, Dynamic's the #1 seed. They're not trying to go home, or they're not trying to go to the lower bracket so early on against one of their biggest rivals. As we are waiting here for them to go live. Looks like they're just about ready to go. As we will be going into the round restarts right now. Again, the half was 10-5 in favor of Team Dynamic, who lost last match against Torqued 16-4 or 5, I forget, on Inferno. Monty trying to find out what's going on in middle, as well as Frost. A couple of USPs here from Team Dynamic. As it looks like Dynamic's going to be sending one guy to get up real close here towards B. Smoking off middle and preparing their flashes accordingly in order to take the site. Looks like all right, HLTV just went down possibly a pause. And I think we're back here. Here we go, right back into the action again. 4 pistol rounds, second half. Steel opening things up onto Pex. Volcano able to take out Dazed. As Dynamic is trying to work out into the B bomb site a little bit here. Frost onto Volcano coming out of the sewers. They know Frost is down in the sewers. I'm not sure if they know if there's a second member, but Frost is able to do some more damage there, getting Adren with only 8 health. Now the 2 versus 2. The bomb is planted. AZK going down to the hands of Monty. Monty and TCK versus Anger. Anger only at half health, going to be trying to come out of the sewers here. Able to take out TCK, but Monty is able to finish that kill off as he tries to defuse this bomb here. And he will snag it. A really tough 1 versus 2 situation coming out of a position where your opponent knows where you are.
Yeah, and unfortunately he got hit by that grenade. And when you get hit by a flash or a smoke, it actually stuns you for a second, and it makes a noise. So, you know, 2 things went against him there. If he was able to swing out a little bit quicker and not get stunned by the grenade, he might have been able to play that situation differently. So, that was good grenade usage there on that retake.
Team Dynamic not going to be forcing the Deagles. Going to be 5 Glocks in hand. Volcano's able to get another one. Volcano's just been doing so good with this pistol today. I love it. And they will be able to get the bomb plant, and that's going to be huge here. Moving into the 3rd round of the second half. They were able to plant the bomb twice. They didn't even buy Deagles this round, so they have a reasonable amount of money. Let's go over to the money and wait for it to update here. As it looks like it's going to be a little bit delayed. But no doubt going to be seeing a full gun round here from Team Dynamic after these 2 bomb plants. And unfortunately for Torque, you know, they had to rebuy a couple of guns because they were getting fragged a bit.
Team Dyn, they're just running a default setup right now. It's very, very common in strat. Rarely do you ever see a rush on this map. Maybe 2 times at most a half you might see a rush, but more than times you'll just take it slow on this map. It's such a large map. You don't want to really rush into anything and, you know, go all in, put all your eggs in one basket. So they're just going to take it slow right now, kind of wear the energy down of Team Torque, get them maybe a little impatient, maybe catch a player pushing up and trying to overextend a little bit. So now Team Dynamic, after they kind of feel like you know, Team Torque is playing passive, they're playing normally, now they're going to be able to execute into a strat.
A little bit of spam going into the B bomb site there. As no team has really made too big of a move yet. Volcano sneaking out into the smoke, able to take out Dazed, who was completely unprepared for that. As it looks like TCK is going to be able to trade onto Volcano. And Team Dynamic really trying to clear out the B bomb site before planting the bomb, but they are going to be facing a brick wall that is torqued. As Anger's now left in a very difficult 1 versus 3 situation. The bomb is in hand. Flipping around, knows where all 3 members of Torqued is, but really can't handle all that pressure. He was coming in, Torqued was coming in there from all angles, all directions, and poor Anger, man. That was hard to watch. That was really
Looked
really
like
stressful.
he hurt his wrist there. So many positions to aim at. Probably ran out of mouse pad.
So that was the first gun round from them. And again, they were able to buy on the 3rd round, given they got the bomb down for the first 2 and didn't save on the 2nd round. But Torque will be winning the first 3 rounds of the second half, making the score now 10-8. Still in favor of Team Dynamic, but, you know, this round's going to be really tough for Dynamic to try to win. If anything, Volcano's really going to try to plant the bomb here. Anger luckily able to take out TCK, and they will get the bomb down. That will definitely help them in the round to follow. Money-wise, trying to stock up on everything they need, all nades, definitely armor, and try to stop Torque in their tracks. But as we've seen, you know, Torque can really work with their momentum and bring forth some consecutive rounds.
Yeah, it seems to be kind of the story of this best of 3. Anytime Torque has been able to put 2 rounds together, they'll continue on with the streak, and Now they put 4 together. So team dynamic here, and they need to pick up this round. You know, they last time